Work time commencing. Glorious citizens of the Utopia of Happiness, please exit your living unit and proceed to the nearest transportation station. Remember, and by remember, I don't mean to offend those with short-term memory loss, to drink your morning coffee as encouraged by President D. Tater. Remember, and by remember, I don't mean to offend those with short-term memory loss. An empty cup is a full day. Please proceed in an orderly fashion down the hallway. Make sure that your briefcase is full, your shoes are tied, there is coffee in your mug, and a smile on your face. Remember, and by remember, I don't mean to offend those with short-term memory loss. An empty cup is a full day.
No! Let me go, you tater tots!
Good morning. And by good morning, I don't mean to offend anyone who has had a bad morning, even though in President D. Tater's utopia, it is impossible to have a bad morning. Your job, and by job, I don't mean to offend anyone who is unemployed, is to press this red button whenever you see this green light.
When's lunch? I'm sorry. And by sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone who's lost a game of sorry. And by lost, I don't mean to offend anyone who's ever lost a pet. And by pet, I don't mean to offend anyone who's allergic to domesticated animals. Please enjoy your lunch.
You forgot, and by forgot I do not mean to offend those with short-term memory loss. To clarify, and by clarify I do not mean to offend those with poor vision. That you did not mean to offend, and by offend I do not mean to offend anyone who has ever been offended, anyone by saying lunch, and by lunch I do not mean to offend those who cannot afford lunch.
I'm sorry. And by sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone who's ever lost a game of sorry. And by lost, I don't mean to offend anyone who's ever lost a pet. And by pet, I don't mean to offend anyone who's allergic to domesticated animals.
I'm afraid, and by afraid I do not mean to offend those with a fear, that I must report, And by report, I do not mean to offend those who have ever received a bad grade on a report card. And by bad, I do not mean to imply some grades are better than others. You.
No. No.
I shall now exercise my right as judge to be able to speak without regard for offense. The accused, Stanley Simpson, has been charged with free speech. Has the guilty anything he would like to say? I shall remind the guilty that he shall not exercise free speech in my court. I shall sentence the guilty to read the names of those who have died through the barbaric practices of free speech. You shall read all 25,000 names and deaths without deviation. Justice has been served.
Julian Aaron. He died by assassination. After Glenn Allen. Protesting the government. She died after someone yelled fire in a mall. Peter Altman. She was trampled to death. Was beaten to death after freely misspeaking during the commission of his sentence. Christian Adams. Wait! I didn't mean to offend anybody! I didn't mean to offend!